Here are 6 account executive interview questions you should be prepared for. Typical first question is why this company? And I do somewhat feel like there's a right answer to this. Option number 1 is talking about their product. So if the product market fit is strong and you believe in it, that's something I would talk about. Option number 2 is talking about the upward mobility. Companies definitely love to hear about your long-term growth goals because then that means you'll stay at the company for longer. What % outbound versus inbound have your previous roles been? If you did a lot of outbound, try to set a percentage to it. For example, in my previous company, I did about 70% outbound, about 30% inbound. And a lot of companies right now are preferring AEs that can do a lot of outbound. What sales methodologies do you use? There is a slight trick to this because you do want to mention a discovery methodology and just an overall selling methodology. For discovery calls, methodologies I focus on are Metapic, Spiced, or my own JBC, just being curious. And then when it comes to an overall sales methodology I believe in is going to be challenger sell. And I've also learned to relationship sell as well. Tell me about a time that you lost a deal. You need to make sure you're talking about the lessons you learned along the way. Tell me your sales process. The way my sales process works is that initially I'll start to prospect and I'll do a multi-channel approach, cold call them, send them an email, and also do a LinkedIn touch. Beyond that, once I get a call booked, I'll do as much discovery as possible and do a demo. I'll try to understand who are the stakeholders that need to be involved in the conversation. That way we can add them to the follow-up conversations. Once we have those bases loaded, I would also try to figure out what their legal and procurement process is. Once we get to closing the deal, have a final call to make sure everything's good to go. How do you structure your day? One way that I answer this is by talking about calendar blocking. And I'll talk about exactly how I block my calendar. Of course, the questions you ask the hiring manager and leadership is going to be the most crucial. We'll get into that into the next video. So stick around for part 2. Peace.